Jenkins.
And I'm Tampa Bay meteorologist Colleen Campbell.
And welcome to Weather Impact Live. And I think we're going to be talking a little bit about fog today.
Yeah.
We got quite a bit of it out there. As a matter of fact, let's just go live. We're actually running a time lapse. This is in St. Pete. This is from downtown St. Pete, the Ascent building.
Yeah.
We actually have two cameras on it. One's facing to the west. That's what you're looking at here. The other one faces the pier. But this is zoomed in down on St. Pete Beach. If we could take that full, you get a better picture of it. This is the actual fog that has pushed in along the coast. And if you notice, you won't see the buildings every now and then. It's tough to see them right now.
Yeah.
So that's part of Boca Ciega Bay you see over there, and then very thick fog down there along the coast. And that trend will actually continue. I mean, I think it's actually going to get thicker. It's going to move onshore. And so eventually that fog will move all the way back up here towards the camera. In fact, it'll move back over towards our inland locations. As a result, we have a weather impact alert.
There it is.
And I went ahead and I moved the timing all the way to 9 p.m. tonight.
That makes sense, yeah.
I mean, that's when we'll see most of the fog start to roll back in here. We do this because these are times when you need to pay attention a little bit to the weather. Sometimes it's severe weather. It's like tornado chances or something like that, right?
Yeah.
This is nothing like this. This is more inconvenient than anything else. And so that's one of the reasons why we do the weather impact alert. And really, I'm trying not to cough here.
Yeah.
It's for tomorrow morning's commute.
Yeah, and a lot of people will be out and about this weekend, you know, so it's always good to have it in place and give you a little heads up, especially for your Friday. Nobody wants their Friday to start off
Yeah, I forgot about that, too.
On the wrong foot. Valentine's weekend, try and get roses for your honey last second, run into the fog bank.
You know how guys are. You know how we are.
Going out 11 o'clock at night, you may see some fog.
Yeah. 74 degrees right now. The dew point's 64, and that number's really high, those dew points. And that's why we have all the fog. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's much more humid out there, and that will not really change a whole lot. We've had those southwesterly winds that brought in the higher dew points. And now, with that higher dew point, when the temperature cools off in the evening, when the sun goes down, those temperatures will reach that dew point. And right now, we've got 71% humidity with that about 10-degree spread, right? Well, when the temperature and the dew point are the same, we have 100%.
Right.
And that's fog.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's pretty easy forecast for that tonight. Now, visibilities, as you can see here now, are good for most areas over land. All right. Do we still have the dense fog advisory for the marine areas? We should.
I would think so, because Clearwater.
We do. They extended all the way through tomorrow morning, I think is what it was.
Really bad.
Yeah, that's right. Clearwater couldn't even see what was happening out there. You could actually see it. There you go. There's the fog. All right, you can see it all in here. All of this is fog. And you notice there's nothing right here. Let's see how the clouds just kind of come. That's because the air is warmer here because the ground has warmed up. But as the sun sets, that air will cool, and this fog will just push right on shore. All right, and so we should expect to see that as we go. In fact, let's go. Where is that camera? Let's take it up to the beach because it's been foggy there. This armature works. That's not going to do it. Where are we at? Clearwater Beach. There we go. That's the view.
Right now.
That's what's going on
Our camera's
right
not
now.
broken. That's what's happening.
The pier is right there in the middle, which you can't see, obviously. So definitely we've got those going on. Now, we actually have a couple of showers out there. Most of this is out over Sumter County and moving off towards the east. But you can see here in Polk County, got a couple sprinkles. Yeah, it's about a 20% chance there that we were talking about throughout the last couple days. But that is it. It is actually not far. It's raining not far from where that fire was. The wildfire we've been watching, was actually right in this area in here. The rain looks to be just to the southwest of that, but.
Yeah, I was looking on our radar earlier. Our producers was like, can you spot the fire? And sometimes it's difficult. And I was like, well, let's see if these showers are moving or if it's actually, because the fire would just stay in one place. It would just kind of be that green, not really, moving any direction, just kind of.
And that fire was right in here.
Yeah.
It was right in here, and the smoke was generally blowing off to the northeast, although today it would be blowing off a little bit more like this, but we don't see it. So that's good news.
Yeah.
Really good news there. But the rain is actually good news too, okay? So we do have a few showers left over. This green, most of this green you see here is not rain, but some of that is. That's why we show you. It's a little bit lower resolution, but that kind of filters out a lot of it, and you can see where it is raining, where it's not. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Visibility forecast. Here is the forecast now, right? You can see along the coast. But watch as we go to about 9 o'clock tonight. It's already the I-75 corridor.
Yeah. kind of moves from over the water onto the shore point. So if you're somebody that's driving along the coastline, you're going to see it as early as 9:30 tonight. There we go. I was waiting for sometimes it takes a while for the visibility, the miles to, yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to catch up.
They color code it. We color code it to show you where the thickest fog is going to be, right? The most concern is. Yeah. But again, it's 9 o'clock tonight. Now let's watch. Let's go into the overnight hours through 7 a.m.
Just spreads inland, yeah.
And it spread inland. Now, I will say this is more widespread than what the model was saying yesterday. And this is pretty similar to what we had this morning.
Yeah.
So kind of the same deal. If you saw it this morning, which most of you did, if you're up, you're gonna see it again tomorrow.
Was that for me? I wake up at like 9 a.m.
Was it foggy when you woke up?
It was.
Still a little foggy?
Yeah, it was. Yep. Even on my drive around like 10 a.m., there's still some lower cloud cover. But,
yeah. I'm up now before 8 half the time with the kids.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, with kids,
don't have to,
it's different.
But then I get much more of a day out of it. Because if I sleep in until 9, that kills me.
Oh, I hate sleeping in, but sometimes you just
Sometimes you got to do. Sometimes you just got to do. Okay, let's keep going with this because I want to show you that by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, it will burn off for the most part. See a couple patches. Now, let's go through Friday. Obviously, during the afternoon hours, we're not expecting any fog. There may be a little bit along the coast, but I think even that falls apart. And then that's early Saturday morning. So, no fog there really, all right? At least not a lot. We'll see some patches, but it's really tonight and tomorrow morning that we'll have to deal with the rest of this fog. Now, let's talk a little bit about this super fog.
Yeah. It's I love when, there's different weather phenomenons going on and all of a sudden you see it. It's probably because I follow a lot of the meteorologists in the area or weather enthusiasts too, and all of a sudden you see these words thrown around. Just like when we have a bomb cyclone, for the Northeast. You see that word everywhere. And this week's word is super fog. So we might as well break it down and see what it is, right?
So it's a combination basically of fog and smoke from wildfires. And what happens is, fog is fog, it forms. When fog actually forms, just like a cloud, and that's all fog is, it's a cloud.
Yeah.
Fog and clouds, they form with little pieces of dust as what we would call a nuclei. Okay, so that's a little tiny piece of dust. You can't even really see it, but water globs onto that.
Yeah.
The humidity in the air, when it reaches 100%, becomes into water and it globs onto that and makes a cloud droplet, okay? So that's just a little bit of dust. Now, cloud particles are extremely small, but they act as nuclei as well.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're saying. Dust, clay, soot, even black carbon can all act as these nuclei that give the water a place to land and make a droplet, essentially, almost, right? And so when you have regular fog just occurring, plus you have smoke in the air at the same time, you then get what's called the super fog. So take a look at that. Water vapor condenses on it, right? And it forms that cloud droplet. Now, as more water vapor condenses, the cloud forms, and that's just kind of the normal process, right? That's usually with lift. Remember back in 2nd grade, 5th grade, talking about the water cycle. Now, if you put smoke in there, and those carbons, they act as more of a nuclei.
Yeah.
So now you can't really say you've doubled it, but
it's like magnetic.
You have a lot more of these things around, and so it's harder to see through.
Yeah.
And so that is why we call it super fog, because it will be thicker simply because there's just more out there. Imagine a sandstorm. Maybe there's a couple grains of sand going by, but then you're in the middle of a sandstorm, there's 1,000 grains going by.
Yeah.
That's what super fog is. There's more particles in the atmosphere to make those cloud droplets.
Yeah.
And we've been fortunate because we haven't seen a lot as far as the smoke goes. We were watching that Bartow area more than anything else because they saw more of the wildfire smoke. But I can tell you this. Number one, this will not be the last fog that we see.
Right.
And number two, it's not going to be the llast wildfire that we see.
Yeah, I was going to say, we definitely could use a little bit of rain to chip away at those wildfire concerns. And
I would also say, with just looking at the pattern recognition, the next couple of weeks at least, very similar to what we're seeing right now.
Right.
So I would expect some more fog from time to time, and I would expect the chance of some smoke to get mixed in there. There's your forecast for tonight. You can see we're falling down. I mean, it's nice. When we come back, we'll talk about the temperature. This is beautiful out there right now. Well, away from the fog. But then we'll fall out of the 70s down through the 60s and barely even touch into the mid and upper 50s for overnight lows. All right, so 60s is what it is for most of us as we move through the evening hours and overnight. All right, just about 4:40. Let's take a break. We'll come right back.
This autumn, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Save up to 20% during California Closet's Autumn Upgrade event, making it easier than ever to transform your space with our select finishes. Whether it's a walk-in closet, home office, pantry, or garage, our designs are about more than organization. They're about creating space for what belongs. We call it practical magic, expert design that feels effortless. Visit one of our 3 Tampa Bay showrooms or schedule your complimentary consultation today at CaliforniaClosetsTampaBay.com.
With a fresh new look and over 60 years of keeping Floridians comfortable, Cool Today is the name to trust for fast same-day service. Cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Our friendly expert technicians take the hassle out of home repair today. And Cool Today is here for you tomorrow, too. That's why we're introducing a parts and labor warranty on select AC systems for a lifetime. For cooling, plumbing, or electrical service, get the best from today and for years to come. Cool Today.
Windows are created and installed with different levels of quality. Unique quality that can withstand the tropical climate. Our installers only install PGT custom windows and doors, so we are the go-to experts. Don't take my word for it. We have been named Best of Tampa Bay 3 years in a row, Reader's Choice in Sarasota 3 years in a row, and nationally recognized as Window and Door Dealer of the Year. Price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Give WeatherTight Windows a call today, and don't forget the cookies.
I was driving when a Ford pickup truck barreled into me from behind, sending me to the hospital.
I knew my husband was going to need an excellent attorney, so I called Dan Newland.
I'm so glad my wife called Dan. Dan really fought for me. He won my case and got me $650,000.
If you've been involved in a car accident, allow me to fight for you. Call me now at 813-888-8000.
Thanks, Dan, for winning my husband's case.
All right, so we were just talking about some dry conditions, droughts, wildfires, all kind of play together here.
We need some rain.
We do.
That's what it boils down to. We do
bottom line.
Bottom line, we really do. We actually have a front coming through the area right now. You're not going to notice it, but that is what's responsible for a couple of those showers that for all the showers that we have out there. Okay. Plus, I got to tell you, when I showed you, let me show you this. Let me flip back over here. What are we at here? When I saw this. Look at these clouds right in here. Mm-hmm. I said, oh my gosh, that's some convection there.
Yeah.
Not a lot. We're not talking thunderstorms or anything like that, but just looking at those clouds, I'm like, that's not something we've seen in a long time. And that's what happens here in the dry season. You just have a lot of sinking air. You're not warm and humid. You don't get a lot of lift in those showers that we typically get in the summertime. But when you do get some humidity and you get some heat like we have now, you start to see some of that. So some of that is associated with the front that's coming through right now. Now back over to that. You can see that the rain is pushing in through the Orlando area. Polk County, best chance for it. Highlands, we'll see a few in the southern part of the county, and DeSoto County especially. But really, that's about it as far as the rain chance goes for today. Now, tomorrow's dry. Saturday's dry. Now, dry as in rain-free. You get a lot of moisture on the ground and things when you have fog around. Obviously, we'll have that, which is actually still good. That helps with fires, too.
Yeah.
But also, Sunday night into Monday, we've got some pretty decent rain chances coming through the area. The timing still looks like it wants to be in the overnight hours. So let's start here. Let's just go through this evening, see the rain moving out. There comes the fog moving back in. That's around 1 in the morning. Well, it's going to be in before that. That's 6, 7 in the morning right there. There's 7 o'clock. So notice Tampa southward, best chance for fog. I think we'll still have fog north of there, but the thickest will be south of there, and then it clears out, and we're beautiful. Okay? So tomorrow is a great day. Just start off with some fog. We're still going to make the mid to upper 70s, and that's behind that weak cold front. There's really no push of cooler air or even really drier air with it that much.
Yeah, so like a subtle change in the dew points, that's it.
Yeah, very subtle, just a little bit drier, but still mid to upper 70s. Now, boating as a result looks good tomorrow. West winds right around 5 knots, maybe 5 to 10. That would be just about it. So mainly smooth out there. Now, Valentine's Day, we'll talk about that coming up. That is on Saturday, and it looks good too. So we're dry on Saturday, no issues as far as that's concerned. But we are going to see a chance for rain as we get into, let me back this up a little bit, as we get into Sunday night. So here we are. Let's go all the way out through Saturday into Sunday morning. This is 9 a.m. Still dry. By the way, Daytona, looking good, I think. There's Daytona, 9 a.m. Let's go out to 4 p.m. There's Daytona. Yeah, there's a shower trying to get there, but the bulk of it is way back here. All right, so I think we're good. And this low will be sitting right over top of that.
Right.
Now let's go to about 11 p.m. Still the best chance for the rain for us. Could see a thunderstorm or two, maybe.
Yeah, I think if that low, we were talking about this earlier, I think if it does sink a little bit further to the south, which the European favors, we could see, enough vorticity.
So there's a little bit more lift here.
GFS is behind. So
well, GFS is whack. It's been like that. So you see this right in here, that yellow, that shows a heavier precip.
Yeah.
That's indicating probably some thunderstorms in there as well. Okay. We're not seeing a whole lot of that there, but I can't rule it out. I don't see a severe weather threat at this point.
Yeah.
With this low getting closer to us, we have to watch. We have to watch the winds in one direction here, one direction here, one direction here.
Right.
And so that's why we'll keep a close eye on these for Sunday night. All right. But here's the point. By Monday morning at 6 a.m., look where the rain is. Look where Tampa is. All right. I think it's a completely overnight issue.
Yeah.
And that's where the model said yesterday. I mean, the timing can change. It should change a little bit between now and Sunday.
Right.
Right. I mean, today's Thursday, right? So it is going to change a little bit. But right now, Sunday plans, I think, are looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. And if you're going to Daytona, and some people do stay, I think, Sunday night, you're going to get some rain. Definitely going to get some rain on the RV if you're doing that. And then here comes the high pressure building back in. And this is a very, very similar pattern to what we're in right now. And that's why I was saying about the pattern repeating itself.
See it, yeah.
You'll
see it again.
This is what, Thursday? So this is a week from today. Probably going to see some fog again. Look what's happening. We get some drier air, like you were saying, behind this one. And then a little bit Sunday night and Monday drier air. But then see these winds out of the south? That's moist air coming back. High pressure still in control. Lots of sunshine. We're still warm, which means we're going to have higher dew points again. And then temperatures are going to get there. We're going to see some more fog. So we'll probably do this again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. Not that it's terrible, but that is what the thing looks like.
Well, I feel like we're just transitioning into our springtime pattern. Like
a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. All right, so let's
good.
talk drought. 99% of the states in some drought.
It's really looking bad.
And really most of us are, and it's getting really bad. All right, they have updated this today. Yesterday, well, let me just tell you this. You know what? Let's go here. We can see the difference between last week, last Thursday, and today. And what you're going to notice are these areas, especially for Hillsborough County. See this area right in here? There was a little bit of that. That's spread out. Notice this area right in here in southwestern Polk County. That's all full. Well, crossing over from Hardy County, right? Highlands County, still in there. It's gotten worse up in Citrus County. Almost all of Citrus County is now in extreme drought.
Yeah.
That's one of the big ones that we've seen a change with. And again, this is going to get, but this is not a surprise by any means, of course. Now, the rain we get Sunday night will help. Does it change this? Probably not.
Yeah.
Not much. No, but it will help.
A little bit.
We're at the part in Southwest Florida. In fact, let's zoom out a little bit here, where they are getting saltwater intrusion down in the groundwater. Because the groundwater gets so low that, and depending on your proximity to the saltwater will just fill in. Usually it's held off by the pressure of the fresh water.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big problem, and it's probably going to be a bigger problem as we go through the next month and a half to 2 months.
Yeah.
So that is going to be really something that we're going to have to watch for. Now, here are some of the numbers that we've been watching for you. We're dry. Most areas have only seen about 25% of the rain they should have seen between now and go back to September 1st.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of that, we've said this a few times now, all goes back to tropical storm season. We had a quiet tropical storm season, which we feel grateful about, but kind of left us, well, just high and dry there. So
literally left us high and dry. So this will get worse. I mean, we are still in the dry season. We don't really even get into the rainy season. The Weather Service here picked the date, it's May 25th. It's not arbitrary, but it's Mother Nature. It's just on average we start to get enough humidity and enough heat. Well, we have a lot of heat by that time, but generally it's enough humidity at the surface and water up above us. That precipitable water that we talk about sometimes in the summertime, we usually get those numbers high enough to be able to get afternoon showers and thunderstorms right around the 25th of May. But I've seen it go in 2 weeks into June. So we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, generally May, I would imagine things don't get better until at least late May.
Yeah.
Which is not good. We are going to change the pattern up a little bit, and more to El Nino versus La Nina, and I think that will help actually over the next few months, even before May.
Well, right now the La Nina is trying to transition.
Transition out.
Right.
We'll probably have El Nino here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And then that will help us out. And then we get into the rainy season. Let's take a break real fast here. I did want to show you. See the September column you see right there? 6 inches on average is what we should get. We barely got anything, almost zero. And that's why we've been dry since then. But you take out 6 inches when you should be seeing about anywhere from 10 to 15. Yeah. That's at least 50% of the rain that we should see between now and go back to September 1st was in the month of September, and we didn't get it. So we started dry. We were going to finish dry for sure.
This autumn, give your home the upgrade it deserves. Save up to 20% during California Closet's Autumn Upgrade event, making it easier than ever to transform your space with our select finishes. Whether it's a walk-in closet, home office, pantry, or garage, our designs are about more than organization. They're about creating space for what belongs. We call it practical magic, expert design that feels effortless. Visit one of our 3 Tampa Bay showrooms or schedule your complimentary consultation today at CaliforniaClosetsTampaBay.com.
I was driving when an 18-wheeler turned in front of me. I locked up my brakes, bam, slid dead into the truck. Bloody and hurt, I was loaded into an ambulance, and that's when I put out my phone and called attorney Dan Newton. Dan jumped right on it. He was in my corner the whole way. He fought the fight from beginning to end and got me $1 million.
Involved in a car accident? Call me now at 813-888-8000.
Dan, your awesome team deserves 6 stars. Thank you for winning my case.
With a fresh new look and over 60 years of keeping Floridians comfortable, Cool Today is the name to trust for fast same-day service. Cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Our friendly expert technicians take the hassle out of home repair today. And Cool Today is here for you tomorrow, too. That's why we're introducing a parts and labor warranty on select AC systems for a lifetime. For cooling, plumbing, or electrical service, get the best from today and for years to come. Cool Today.
Jeopardy is for everybody.
That's amazing. Oh, yeah.
With players just like you.
Paramedic, a retired teacher, psychiatrist.
I'm a little bit competitive.
That's the spirit.
Watch their victories.
We have a giant killer.
And heartbreaks.
Oh, no.
The next super champion could be anyone.
It's almost like a superhero origin story.
It could be you.
Oh, wow.
It's all happening on Jeopardy.
Jeopardy weeknights at 7:30, right here on 10 Tampa Bay.
All right, 4:53, Valentine's Day on Saturday, which means, what did you say, Friday night at 11, everybody goes out to the store, whatever's left open?
Or early Saturday,
guys.
it'd be really bad before she wakes up. Yeah. Or get some breakfast, too, you know, if that's the case.
Frank, you good? You good for Valentine's?
What's she going to give me?
I knew.
What's she doing for me?
Right. No, nothing? Nothing? No, you don't want anything.
You have Father's Day, Frank.
Man, you already got this.